Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNNY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNNY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Today with Kashay. It's Thursday and we're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and we have an amazing couple in the studio today. I think they're amazing. Do y'all think y'all are amazing?
We try.
Come on.
You are very
that's
bad.
a very easy question.
If asked, the answer
has
got to be yes.
No, then that's kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'll let you answer that. Yes or no?
If asked, the answer's got to be yes.
Okay, great. Well, I have let me reintroduce you. I have the amazing Jackie Kilgore of the Jackie Group, and I have the amazing Paul Sarver with Iberia Bank.
Yep.
Okay, well, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Can I call y'all friends?
We're absolutely
friends
Absolutely.
by now. Okay, so I have to tell the viewers.
After that other night, we're definitely friends.
Oh my God! Yes, we were at rehearsal, and you all got to see that where we were all out there on the. We were at Glade rehearsing with the models for Art and Fashion, and you did an amazing job, Jackie. You did too, Paul, but in helping me and
herding cats.
I mean, you know what? It's like everybody walking must be difficult. I mean, I thought walking we learned when we were kids, but.
That second or third glass of wine. That's
probably what it was.
That's
okay.
So
line. Can I tell everyone how we first met?
Please.
I shouldn't tell because it's kind of embarrassing, but not really. Okay, so back up, I guess, oh gosh, I don't know how many months ago, but at Glade Arts Foundation, obviously we've done a lot of amazing events there. And one of the other amazing events was Art and Cars, which we did an event with Ferrari, and
it's fabulous.
Yeah, it was really fun. We had Ferraris everywhere, I wish they would have all been mine, but I couldn't claim them all to be mine, but it felt great seeing them all out there. But anyway, so it was an amazing event, went very well, and part of what was happening, you're putting an event together, and I think at the time, we're not going to say who picked who, whatever, but someone had brought in an auctioneer at the time for that event. That's the way we're going to work. We're going to work this very, very nicely. And the auction kicked off.
It was a little flat.
The auction, yes, there you go. The auction kicked off, and I was standing over there going, okay, this is not going to go down.
It was like watching somebody struggling to swim, and you just felt like
we had to save
you have to help them.
Because we're not going to let somebody drown.
Right.
And so I went up to the stage, and I grabbed the mic, and I said, we got to do something in my mind. And I said, hi. And I looked at the audience, and I mean, of course, the attendees, and I was like, and everybody's standing there, and out of nowhere, it was like an angel falling from the sky.
Superman flies, yeah.
Paul comes up to me. Oh, help me remember this. He comes up and goes, I got this. And I was like, wait a minute, God. I know I'm always asking for requests, but you never, ever fail me, even in the middle of the time. And Paul walks up and he goes, I'm an auctioneer. I do this in my spare time. I got this. And I'm like, this cannot be happening. And he literally took the microphone, said okay to everybody, got the party going. I mean, chime in. It was like, it went from... We were at one event, took something completely different. Everybody got engaged. I even got it. I started walking around. I felt like I was, I don't know, some Vegas girl, walking up and down. And we really did amazing. So help me.
When you're auctioning, you can't stand behind a podium, and you can't stand behind, in this case, it was a table, and try to, interact with the audience. So I like to walk around. I like to get in their face.
It's a party. You got to make a party.
It's just
fun.
Then
you jumped in, too, and you were like, okay. And you were like getting numbers and telling people. I was like, maybe I have people following, watching me, and helping me.
Are you kidding? She was bidding on stuff without me knowing.
Oh yeah, you won a Ferrari package.
I did.
And so y'all are gonna have to take. Oh, I'm sure you'll take him. Maybe. Well, maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jury's still out.
Let me look at it. But okay, so back to my point.
You make it a party. It's an experience. Auctions, those kinds of events, and raising money for great charities and getting. People want to spend money. The fact of the matter is that people go to these auctions, these kinds of events, because they want to sponsor, they believe in those charities, and they want to give their money. But they want to have fun doing it. Otherwise just sitting down and writing a check, isn't the experience. So our job is not sexy.
Don't forget, it's for a good cause, and it's a write-off.
Right. And so then fast forwarding, obviously I say to him, the event's wrapping up or whatever, and I'm like,
who are you?
In awe. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a
Where have you been?
Superman and his wife. And I'm like, okay, you're going to be doing all of my events going forward. Those were my words to you.
And I said I would.
And you gave me your card, and I was like, and here we are, Art and Fashion, 2019.
So excited.
Friday, March 22nd, 6 p.m. And who do you think is going to be my auctioneer and his lovely wife?
We are going to have so much fun.
So isn't that how fun life is? I mean, obviously not everybody gets those experiences. I'm sorry. I don't know why God grants me these things. But that was a beautiful gift. It was a blessing. And I think truly that there is a message behind it that when you're trying to do such good things and you're trying to help for a bigger cause, there is that God divine intervention that comes through and actually comes together. We come together as a community.
Keep in mind, at the same time we got introduced to you.
Well, then that was it.
We made a good friend, and I've really enjoyed working with you, and I can't wait for this event. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Well, that's amazing. Well, we'll probably take a really quick commercial because I want to get back and talk some more about how you do auctioneering. Okay. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss. We are KNLY 91.1 FM, a multimedia station where you can completely interact with our live shows. There's no excuse because you can watch or hear us, love, like us, and share our live feeds. We are where you are. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at KNLY 91.1 FM. RadioTheBoss.com.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, BarbsIrisFloral.com and BarbsIrisFloralBoutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM. Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Hey listeners, be sure if you've tuned in to KNLY 91.1 FM The Boss Radio, not to miss out on the Daily Buzz Radio Show with host Sidney Young and myself, Trey Simbera. You can listen and watch us live Monday through Friday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Talking with local businesses in the area, special events occurring locally, and the newest and hottest topics around town.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay. It's Thursday, and we're here in the Woodlands, Texas. And I have in the studio with me the amazing dynamic duo, Paul Server with Iberia Bank and Jackie Kilgore with the Jackie Group. Actually, for me, I call them my famous friends and auctioneers. But so anyway, we were talking before the commercial break about the auctioneering and the background and how we came together. But that's not all you do. I just introduced you as the Jackie Group, and you're with Iberia Bank. So something tells me there's something going on with
a sideline there.
real estate and lending. Could I be right? Could I be wrong? Tell us what
You know,
you do a little bit aside of auctioneering.
We actually make a really good team. Jackie is one of the top real estate agents in Texas, and I'm a mortgage lender with Iberia Bank.
Okay.
You can find me at woodlandsmortgageguy.com. But I used to be a commercial lender for many years, and Jackie brought me over to the dark side and said, you know what,
Yep.
you should do residential lending, and we can partner
work together.
And
Okay.
it's been an amazing team and partnership, and we work really well together.
Y'all are so fun. Yeah, y'all are an example of a couple that has fun, and that's I have to say that's key. That's key. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, we won't go there yet. This is what this show's about. That'll be a different show.
That's true that some couples can't work together, and
Yeah.
I've been here for 25 years. Jackie and Company is a long-time Woodlands real estate firm at Remax, and I'm
Look at you.
I'm proud.
Is that your office? I'm jealous.
It's not my office. It was a wonderful builder's home that we did shoot at. But I've been doing this for a long time. Houston Business Journal rated, yada yada. All that kind of stuff. But the beauty of being able to build a practice like that and be ingrained in the community is to look for opportunities to do more, right? And so at the Jackie Group, we look for lots of opportunities to involve ourselves in charity functions and events, and so Paul and I partner well in that regard, right?
And then you thought, oh my God, the best one I have to be a part of is art and fashion. I want that dress, and I have to be a part of art and fashion.
That is my favorite picture of her.
Isn't that great? Look at you. Okay, you should have been y'all should have been a couple in the runway. But then you wouldn't have been able to do the auction.
They wouldn't be able to do the auction.
Okay. Let me slow down and stop thinking all of the...
I still have to buy a dress.
We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that. I don't have one.
I have... Oh, my Lord. Yeah, see, I have no idea what I'm wearing.
Oh, my Lord.
She only has a closet of 580 dresses to choose from. So.
Well, you know what?
Matters not. I don't
Someone with that beauty that has to display herself and go out has to have that.
You're
it's
not
all
gonna,
part of the marketing.
You're not going to win this
I
bet.
know.
It's all part of the marketing.
I'll step out of that battle
These two
real
ladies,
quick.
These
We
two
need
ladies
dress-
will win.
we need
Okay,
dress-
so back to auctioning and art and fashion and all that. So obviously you had to have a little bit of experience. And someone needs to tell me, is someone born an auctioneer? Do you go to school for that? Did you find out one day how did you get into it?
You actually go to the Auction University. I went to
Seriously?
the Missouri School of Auctioneering, which is considered the Harvard of auctioneering.
knew?
And so
Harvard?
people...
Oh, so that means I can't take a test. I will fail it. If it's that, I mean, if it's talking, I can do it. But if I got to do something else, then I don't know. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So the head of the school came up with, in auctioneering, we call it a chant. And so in its simplest form, it's, I want a $1 bidder, but I want two, but I want two. I got a $1 bidder, but I want two, but I want two.
Oh.
And so you take that and you morph it into your own thing. So I got a $100 bidder, but I want 200, 300, 400. Well, I get five right here, but I want six. Got to bid six, and so it's just taking that slow pace as you learn it.
But they're teaching you how to talk like that.
They teach
because
you
I guess we just don't know that. Okay.
From a very slow cadence to working through it. So.
And not everybody has it.
Not everybody can do that.
Or can be taught that.
And when you're an auctioneer, you're considered a colonel. That's what all auctioneers are called. So.
Colonel Sarper, who knew?
I didn't know that. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty hard to get in.
It's not so hard to get in. It's hard to pass. A lot of the students that go through don't make it.
Bingo. Many are called the chosen or few. Yeah. There we go.
I also think that you have to. I also think that you can teach somebody, just like anything else. You can teach somebody to do that, and then there's those people that do it well. Paul's has a very commanding, engaging presence, right? So people, he walks into a room, people tend to stop and kind of listen. What he has to say, he just has that, attention. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you possess that. You walk into a room and you command it, right? He's that kind of guy, and so people enjoy watching it. You can make auctioneering can kind of be that droning in the background, Charlie Brown's teacher. Or can be
something
exciting.
It
can be a party. We're going to have a party at Art and Fashion.
You have to have the audience engaged in what you're doing and totally enthralled with the whole process, and in doing so, making them laugh, enjoying themselves.
That's all part of it.
Yeah, I always tell people, if you're waving at your friend across the room, you just bought something.
So be very careful. Be very careful. So is there a strategy you use as far as saying, okay, I've got to do this one way or another, like live versus silent? What's the strategy?
I owned a furniture auction, and people ask me, how on earth can you possibly do this? Because you'll never get the money out of the furniture that you need. my furniture auction was so successful it was rated the #1 most innovative furniture business in the United States.
Oh my God.
But essentially, when you have 2 bidders, that's all it takes to get the money that you're looking for. A lot of times I would just stop the bidding and say, you know what, I got multiple of these bedroom sets, so you can both have one, and who else wants one? Because they get so involved, they'll continue to bid.
It's a little bit of a frenzy.
Yeah,
starts happening.
It's their ego, it's their their whole personality, their enthusiasm that I want this, and I'm not going to let them have it. And so when you have 2 bidders like that, it's just a lot of fun because they're so engaged.
Right. And in that situation, you're talking about somebody who's going to take something home, and they're acquiring something. When you take the auction process to a charity event,
Right.
you add a whole nother layer to it. People are there purposefully, right? They're there.
They know they're going to do
absolutely. They're there to sponsor. They want to raise money.
Okay.
And so it's that on steroids, really. People are there to have fun. They're there to spend money,
and it's okay.
And it's great.
I mean, the reality is, let's face it, we're all going to spend money in life, right? We do it. We spend it on so many different things, and then we tell ourselves, "Oh, why did I buy this? Why did I do that?" If you're going to spend, why not do it in an environment like you said, where you're having fun and you're giving back? It's a win,
right?
Because you need to do it anyway, right? Like I said, you're going to spend, right? So
what was one of the first things I told you when I met you?
Oh my God, this is school? Are you kidding me?
That's not fair.
I told you.
Yes, I haven't had a martini.
I told you that when I do charity, I donate my auction time.
Yes, you did say that.
A lot of auctioneers will do it for $2,500 or $5,000 or a percentage of what's taken.
No, that was another good thing. I remember because when I called you, of course, that night it was on the spot, and it was like, obviously we hadn't worked any arrangements, but I remember I called you about this because I planned so far ahead. I think I called, I don't remember when.
Months.
Years ago.
Yes.
I called him years ago about this, and I remember saying, well, I guess so after that, but you said no. I'm not going to, I was thinking, what? You said no, and I thought, that's amazing. I mean, obviously, this is your give back.
Yes.
This is your give back. This is a talent. This is something y'all want to give back.
Jackie and I, we have a small little farm across the freeway, and we give back. Well, I know you got to come see the chickens.
I got to come see it.
Well, we try to give back to the community. We grow to give. Jackie's an amazing master gardener, and so we like giving back to charity and doing things to help the community.
I love that, and that's what makes you also special in your own way, right? Because we can do the things we love to do and we can give back, but when you really want to do it, it makes a huge difference. People can see that, and it makes a difference. So in an event, we talked about, obviously there's a difference with silent and live, I guess a little bit, right? What does it make a difference on the event itself? Like, as an auctioneer, you're at an event, small little closed down room, and people are versus a big nice. Does it make a difference what type of events and how
Absolutely.
you're going to perform
And the crowd.
and how you're going to be successful?
Well, and I mean, to your point, if the crowd's not into it, it's my job to get them into it.
Listen, get into art and fashion. Be prepared. Okay, go ahead.
If they're not into it, it's my job to get them there. It's my job to get them enjoying themselves, having
Paul
a good time.
could be sitting in somebody's lap.
Yeah, I'll sit in someone's
No.
lap to get
I'm
an
not.
extra
Jackie's not
$20
gonna let that
out of
happen.
them.
Or maybe Jackie.
It's whatever.
Jackie, we gotta get
whatever,
some money, Jackie.
Whatever,
This is charity.
Whatever
This
we
is
gotta
charity.
do. Whatever we gotta do.
Okay, so be prepared. You may have to sit in someone's lap. So, are there any specific items that do better than others?
I think that.
Or is there anything in your past that you've seen, yes, Jackie, that was like, oh my God, did so amazing, raised so much money? Please tell me.
I think that this event that you've designed is a good example of it, right?
Okay.
Because some part of it is to the venue and who you expect your ticket holders are going to be.
Sure.
But if you create an event that has a diverse collection of opportunity,
Okay.
right? So at Art and Fashion, we've got raffle, right? We've got fabulous, one-of-a-kind bucket list experience that apparently we can't talk about yet, that's just going to have people's tongues wagging.
Right.
And then some stuff in the middle. And so the reality is you created an opportunity for everybody to contribute in some way and somehow, because you've kind of established a wide range of
So basically,
yes.
it sounds like the packages.
Yes,
it's
if they want
important
to
to be
spend
creative. It's
Yes.
important to step out of the box and not just have the same thing over and over again.
and kind of something for every budget.
Not everybody
you know?
just wants to keep eating chicken all the time.
There you go.
Especially,
Don't-
don't come to your farm and eat the
Oh,
wrong
no.
chicken, because then I'm...
Don't eat Grace Jones.
I will not eat Grace Jones. That's crazy. We got to talk about Grace Jones. But anyway, okay, so there is something to both, as we're building up here, there's a style, there's a format, and there's also the venue, as well as how people are receiving it, and then the items at hand. Be creative, be unique, and things of that. It is stories. Oh, go
I've
ahead, stories.
had a husband removed from a room.
Well, that should have been done anyway,
It's
Because
right?
he
He probably did something wrong.
He was
wouldn't-
auctioning
wouldn't
Christmas trees.
Yeah, he wouldn't let his wife
What did he
continue
do?
to bid. And so, I
So he asked security to remove the gentleman and to take him to the bar and
I knew I liked you, Paul.
Yeah.
buy him
I
a
knew
drink
I
on
liked
me.
you. I knew I liked you.
And I ended up getting an additional $3,000 out of that young lady for what she wanted. She knew she wanted it, and she was not going to lose
So
that
there
bid.
is another little thing we can add to your resume. You can go around to different houses and help women convince their men they need additional $3,000 to $5,000.
I have a hard enough time with this one. So.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, she keeps you busy with that. So, but to your point, I was going to ask a story, something fun, something crazy that happened. That was one where
Yes.
you had him removed, and did he go to jail? I guess not.
No,
he came back. Y'all let him back in.
Yeah, they took him to the bar and got him a drink. And
Okay.
after
It
his
was all in
wife,
good fun.
finished bidding, yeah, and he was laughing when he left. He knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But he told his wife she couldn't spend any more money, and I knew she wanted it, and she did. So
And she
This
got
is a very elaborate Christmas tree auction, and they raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. And
Kashay knows all about Christmas
Okay,
tree
did you
auctions. She
forget?
bought one.
I bought the
know.
most expensive Christmas tree I will ever buy in my life. And to your point,
See, you fell victim to his
no, it's
his,
Paul. It was
his
Paul.
charm.
He convinced me to buy the most expensive Christmas tree of my life, and I'm so happy because I raised money for charity. And it was a great cause.
Right.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial so I can recover and come back. Okay, stay tuned.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss. We are KNLY 91.1 FM, a multimedia station where you can completely interact with our live shows. There is no excuse because you can watch or hear us, love, like us, and share our live feeds. We are where you are. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at KNLY 91.1 FM. RadioTheBoss.com.
Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Hey listeners, be sure if you've tuned in to KNLY 91.1 FM The Boss Radio, not to miss out on the Daily Buzz Radio Show with host Sydney Young and myself, Trey Cimbera. You can listen and watch us live Monday through Friday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Talking with local businesses in the area, special events occurring locally, and the newest and hottest topics around town.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Back with Today with Kashay in the Woodlands, Texas, and we have in the studio Paul Sarver with Iberia Bank and Jackie Kilgore with the Kilgore Group. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're talking all about auctioneering and anything else in between, but Art and Fashion is coming up Friday, actually 6 p.m. at Glade Arts Foundation, Friday the 22nd. Can you please, I want to show them all of our sponsors. There they are. There
Wow.
they are. Look at
Isn't
that.
that impressive?
Look at that. I want to thank. This is what you're talking about when we talk about our community and giving back. That is going to be our big step and repeat as you walk up the red carpet and take your photo ops. All of those sponsors, all of those individuals, and here in the Woodlands who have, and actually Neiman Marcus as well in Houston, who have sponsored to be a part of this. So that's amazing.
It's really going to be fabulous.
You've done a great job of putting this together.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? People like you come along, I don't have a choice but to do well. I mean, people come in my life, I guess it's all beautiful. It's all meant to be. So what do you say to those individuals? Now I'm going to kind of turn it over a little bit from a different perspective. You get, obviously everyone comes to an event, they're expecting to spend money, and they're like, okay, here's my card. But then you have individuals in the audience who are like, I don't know if I hold my card up. Can I play around with these others? Can I compete? Am I going to spend too much money? Help those people that are going to come in thinking that way know that they can. It's okay.
It is okay, and especially
yeah.
when it's for charity. I mean, you have to think of it differently. It's not so much about the item that you're purchasing, although you may be in love with it. It's about the money that you're giving to charity, and because we're doing it this way, it's a write-off for them on their taxes. There's other ways for them to receive money back.
And people are spending anyway.
Yeah, and
don't act like you don't spend. Don't act like you don't waste and go buy things. And this is an opportunity to do it in a way. Back to your point, you keep consistently saying give back.
If it's a let's say a purse, and you go to the mall and buy it, it's just going to whatever store you bought it from, and you're buying it at retail. In this case, you're setting the price. You tell us what you want to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I know obviously my strategy with buying the Christmas tree that time. I don't know what it was, but it was you, obviously. But if there's two people in the audience and they're bidding, and is there something you can tell someone out there who's thinking, God, I want this. I know I really want it. I'm up against another person. What do you tell them?
Just put your card in the air. You need to bid if you want to buy. I've always said that in the auction business.
Don't wait.
You have to bid to buy, and
Yeah.
if you don't bid, you're not going to buy.
Don't be a participant. Don't watch.
And the adrenaline rush you get when you raise that card is like, okay, I'm in now.
Yeah.
And then you just want to remain in.
Yes.
You just keep putting your card up, and so it's a lot of fun. And once again, the money here is going to charity. So
Right. Is there something a bidder shouldn't do? Like,
don't wave at your
don't put
friend.
your card up and go.
Yes.
Don't put your card up and go. Oh, I realize I don't
do.
want to pay $50,000 for it. I changed my mind.
Yes, don't wave at your friends. You just made
Don't
a
wave
bid.
at your friend. If you scratch your head, I'm pretty sure that was you bidding.
Right.
Okay.
So
You got to cough. Get out of the room. If you got to get up, just go.
Either raise your card or sit on your hands.
Yeah,
'cause
It's true.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to talk about is I know when we were planning, you two, we thought through this and you said, hey, y'all have seen positives at events. You've seen where things may have not gone quite what they wanted. And so we decided as the three of us, hey, let's create a strategy this year to do something different. Y'all want to talk a little bit about, I thought it was so kind of impressive. I'm so impressed by you two, that y'all came up with an idea of kind of to engage the audience differently. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I think part of the conversation was around the different items that we have available, right? So a raffle versus a silent auction versus a live auction. And I think that Paul and I kind of convinced you that to design it differently so that the event has different high points. If sometimes in theory, if you're building up to something, it takes too long and you lose an audience.
Oh, sure.
So in an event like yours, with all the vibrancy going on and these models working the runway and all this stuff going on, all this activity,
Play into it.
And so you can create several high points in an event. And it's just kind of, each event is different.
I mean,
so you approach each event differently.
Totally.
Right?
Like, you're talking about getting up on the stage, being a part of it, things like that.
Yes, I have no doubt that Paul will be jumping up doing his whole risky business thing.
Okay.
I will not be in my underwear. Nobody would want to see that.
But I want her a part of it.
Yeah,
If she gets to jump around as well. Okay. I
Now,
don't know what y'all are going to do. Look at me. I tell him do what you want, and then I'm like, but I want her part of it too.
He says that, and would you like to know? To know a very
Yes.
an unknown,
Microphone's on. Turn them up. Yes. We want to know the secret.
An
Tell 'em.
unknown fact about Paul Server.
I would love to know that.
So my reference to the whole risky business thing is that Paul used to be
Yes, Paul, it's coming.
used to be an underwear model.
Paul, you did.
I have the proof sheets.
Paul.
Remind me to show you.
Are you kidding me?
back in the 90s.
Were they boxers or booties? Okay, I'm sorry.
Both.
If you're going to go there, I'm going to ask the question. Today with
I'm
Kashay.
sure when we're done,
Kashay, and she wants to know.
I'm sure when we're done, she'll show you the pictures.
Okay, good. That's important.
So I wanted to take a step back.
Oh, yeah, please do. Please do. Take the steps wherever you want.
You know, you're talking about how we sat down with you and helped design this.
Yes.
I thought Jackie had a fabulous idea with putting a red rope across the entrance to get people more involved with the VIP section.
Right.
And just the way that you'll want to be part of the VIP section, you need to buy and spend the extra money, a little bit more money to be part of the VIP, because it's such an exclusive event and such an exclusive piece of what's going on.
And Neiman's is doing the whole lounge event, right?
I think what I'm learning today is that in doing an event, giving back to charity, have some fun with it, be creative. If for anything, come out and see these two who are going to do a dynamic. You haven't seen them yet. Please come out, join, give back. We're giving back to charity. Have some fun, and we're going to do some really amazing things, and you don't want to miss out. So we're kind of running out of time, but I want to thank you two for being here.
Thank you.
And if anyone wants to reach out to you directly, Jackie Group, is there a website?
Jackie.com, JACCI.com.
Iberia?
And thewoodlandsmortgageguy.com.
Easy.
Reach out to these two. They do everything. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thanks, Kashay.
Bye-bye.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening